Alright guys, I'm going to try to make a quick video on this. It's a Whirlpool Duet Sport. My son got it from where he works at. They was throwing it away. It's a very nice dryer. It's a little dirty. We'll clean it up though. But I believe all that's wrong with it is the heating element. So we're going to take the back off and see which one it has in it. I just wanted to make a quick video on this for people that want to fix their own dryers. I mean, for between 20 and 35 bucks, you can get them from Amazon, the complete kit, the element, the resistor, and I think a little fuse block thing. So let's get it back to the back here and we'll pop these panels off. All right, we may have to pop this top. Yep, I think so. We'll pop the top off too. Yeah, I mean, people can fix their own stuff, you know. It's very simple too. It's nothing to it. It just slides forward. I need a little box or something to put all these in. Yeah, this will give us the part numbers we need. I don't know if that's, it'll take them all out. Yep, got a couple on the bottom. I wonder where that had a plastic washer and the other one didn't. What's holding now? Oh. Guess if I would get down a little more and look. All right, looks like we have a, let me show you guys here. Actually, it's just this right here. Take that off and we can get to that stuff. There's really nothing to it, you guys. It's just a real simple stuff. And what you could do is either record yourself or take some pictures of the things that you're taking off and how they went. Nothing really to it. Put these where they go. It's obvious. They're only 2 Phillips. We'll get this ground off here. You gotta change that. And put it back in there. Okay. Now, I believe, man, that thing's got a light in the drum and everything. I believe it's behind this one. If I remember right, because I had to fix one of ours before. That's why when he called me and said they're throwing this dryer away and he sent me a picture, I was like, bring that thing home. That just pops off. Yeah, and the good thing about this is you can, it's a good time to clean all this stuff. Man, these stupid stink bugs. I don't know where they come from. Let me see here. I don't know if there's a, yeah, there's a screw there, but let me see how I can get to that little one there. Boy, that's way back in there. And that one goes in from the top. Boy, that's pretty dumb. So, what do they want you to do? Pull the bottom panel off? I think so. Well, that's going to mess with our belts and everything. I don't want to do that. So, what we'll do is, I'm going to get a little ratchet with this socket on it, with this size of socket on it, and just reach in here. I'll show you which one it is, and this whole thing will come out. But everything you need is right here. And I think I can already see the elements dark, and we'll probably even see where it's broke. So let me grab that real quick. All right, I'm going to try to get this in here. It's a little bolt right underneath this housing here. The only one holding it in. I should have brought my battery powered. That's what we'll use when we put it together. Well, it feels loose. There we go. Grab that thing. Now, these things, we've only got 2 or 3 on here. All right, so I'm gonna get a picture of this with this camera. So we got it all on here. So the red and the black are on the front, and there's a black one on the middle, or the second little resistor, and the black wire on the bottom is what we're gonna pull off. These 2 up front, red and black, red on top, black on bottom, and the second black on the bottom, and then the whole thing will come out. Nope, I lied, and a red one in the back. Yep, at least I said it. We got it on camera. Okay. Here we go. Let me get resituated here. All right, that one goes in the bottom. So you'll get all these. You'll get every one of these. I'll show you guys the link of the what you get in the kit. If you take out this one, I believe, and I think that might be it. Yep, and it just slides out. There's that. We'll inspect it here real good. And this comes with it too. Okay, so we know all these go with this whole setup here. All right, like I said, we'll clean all that up. So this is, you'll get this, and it could be one, this is like a little sensor. This senses the heat and makes it cut on and off. And what we're looking for here is a break somewhere. And if there's not a break, then it's probably in that one of these. It could be this, it could be that. But this is the only stuff that goes out in these, with these elements, with the, why it won't heat. Unless your front panel ain't working, and that's not the case with this. It all kicks on and everything. Okay, I really don't see anything unless it's hidden, and it could be. We're just not seeing it. Sometimes it's underneath one of these. All it takes is a little break, and this thing will not heat anymore. Yeah, we might not just be seeing it. That one felt a little like it was melting in it. Yeah, see, and this is like a resistor between these two. It could be that thing. And I'm sure I can test it with my meter and all that, but you get the whole kit, so you're wasting your time because you're gonna get it all new anyways. All right, so try to find a, oh great, there is no part number here. I'm gonna try to look and see if I can't find something. If not, I think I got the right one in my cart though. It just says for the Whirlpool. If they're all, these are so interchangeable. Now see, there's a crack right here, and that very well could be, because I think this carries a ground. I'm not sure, but there's a crack right in the middle here in that board. Two of them, actually. So it could be that. It could be it's breaking ground or something, or actually another one there starting. There's a whole bunch. But like I said, we're getting the whole thing, so it doesn't matter. All these components and everything. Let me try to find the correct part numbers, or a way to figure out that we're getting the right parts for sure. That's why I wanted to pull all these out, and then I'll show you guys the link to how much they are and everything. All right, be back in a little bit. Okay guys, after a little more research, there was a pamphlet inside the dryer, like a technician's booklet thing for testing, tells you what to test and stuff, but there was nothing in it that had a part number. But I found one here. You probably can't see it, but it's 3387747, and up here, and I'll put this in the video, the link, but 3387747 and 279973, so it fits both of them. But here's the picture. It has everything on it, the resistor and both of these, this one and this one. It all comes with it, and they're all the correct parts. But check it out, 2547. You get it tomorrow morning. So that's for 25 bucks. Look what it just took us. So I'm gonna order it. I'll have it tomorrow, and then I'll bring you guys back after I get it. We'll clean that. We'll blow it all out nice and clean it up real good and put it all back together and see what we got. Cool. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Our part came in. Like I said, it came the very next day. See what we got here. I think that's it. See if it matches up. I'm sure it does. The same part number. It's pretty cool. All this stuff comes with it, you know. Like I said, you know, people throw their stuff away, and it's so cheap to fix. I brought it out here to the shop so I could blow it out, and I probably should have vacuumed it first because its stuff went everywhere. I had a whole big pile of stuff outside. I had to blow around into the yard. And now it's raining a little bit. But anyways, so basically we're gonna put this one, if I can get that off. Has it got a clip on it? Nope. Okay, that one goes on top. This one is our, and I don't think that this has got like one direction or the other. You can put it either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's no special markings on it where it would be one way or the other. So we'll just stick it back on the same side it was on. If you're looking at them, we'll do it the same way. Okay, now this one goes on the thing. So let's get our, all right. I may have to look back into the, because it's about a week later now. They've been slamming me at work, so I haven't had time to do anything. I wanted to get a quick video out just of something like this for you guys, and I can't even do that. Go figure. Okay, there's one of our screw holes there. So let's go ahead and put, I think I got it on. Yep. All right, and this one goes here, obviously. And you know, I was looking at these screws. Some are shorter, some are longer. So I'm gonna use, obviously, the shorter ones in here so they don't go through too far, because I didn't label them, which I should have. I should have put them in order. I kind of separated them on the thing in the other garage, but didn't do me no good out here. All right, so this one went here. Again, we'll use some short ones on this. I thought there was another, oh no, it's got like a channel that's in. I thought there was another screw that went in that, or just one. One more shorty. Okay. Yeah, so once again, you guys go to do this yourself. Take a picture of it. I'm gonna go back and see real quick which way the wires went on the stuff I've already edited, just so I know. I know the wires should be kind of in order on how I did it. So the back one we took off last. It should be towards the back, but I'm gonna double check, and I wanna see which one the black and the red came off of this and that one, just so we can, you know, I get them back on there right. But let me check that real quick and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to attempt to do this with only 2 hands. So you see back there our little screw that goes in the bottom. That just, this housing kind of, that bracket like shoots through a little slot in it, and then you put that screw back in. I did use the cordless ratchet to screw it in so it's quicker. I started it by hand and then I ran it in. I don't know if you can see inside there. It's coming through in the back there. But anyhow, the wiring was just like we said. There was one red wire in the back that went on the very back bottom one. And then the middle post, we had to put the black one on the bottom. And then these front 2 posts was red top, black bottom. I checked it in the video, so that was a good thing we done that. But with you guys, if you ain't doing a video, you can just do a picture. Man, I just seen that. Check out this light. I want to show you guys real quick. My wife got me for Christmas. That thing is awesome. It's like a tripod thing, and them things, it bends around all kind of different ways. But look at that belt. I just now seen that. So I'm probably going to have to get a belt for it. That thing's getting ready to come apart. So we'll test it first, make sure this element's kicking on, and then we'll worry about that belt last. But hang on one second. Okay, so yeah, I think what we'll do next is I'm going to figure out a way to wire this thing up. I'm probably going to take apart one of my weld cords, and because it's 220. So I want to try to do this where we can see and so we can kick it on and see the element firing up. Because the drum is still okay. We didn't take none of these off. So I think we'll be okay there. I just want to make sure it heats up. So I'll double check all that. I'm going to get the plug ready and get everything set up, and then I'll bring you back when we're wiring it up in here so you guys can see how I wire it. Give me a few. Okay, I changed my mind. I went ahead and put this back on. It just goes over this, the round part of that, and 3 screws hold that on, which it's in the beginning of the video. And I'm going to put this back cover on with a couple screws just because of this plug. I don't want it just dangling around.
Your turn. Let them dangle.
When we go to hook these wires up. Try to be as safe as we can here. So let's at least put this thing on. I dropped this thing outside on the way back here. And just this cover, and it bent it a little bit.
You big dummy.
Yep, got a little bend down there too. I didn't think I bent it that much. All right. So I think these there's slots down here inside. That goes through there, and this goes on top. All right, let's just put a couple screws in it. I'm not really concerned about which ones. They're actually all the same, except for, like I said, there's a couple shorter, a couple longer. But this way, let's get these first here. Okay, so we got that back on. I just wanted to make sure everything's stationary. Let me see if you guys can see this. Try to get you closer here. So these here were missing. I found some number 10 by 24 pitch, and they seem to go in there nice. So what we'll do is, this is probably not the best cord for this, but we're gonna just do it to test it anyways. Well, what did I do with my crimpers? I know I brought them. Hang on one second, let me go find my crimpers. Okay, I shut that loud compressor off too. I gotta listen to that thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take these, cut these down a little bit. We don't need them that long. I'll show you what we're going to do with the other end. I robbed some little ends out of a plug that we can stick in the weld box down here, this extension. Like I said, all we're doing is just testing this. Get these shrink down. Now, if you guys do it, obviously you'll have a cord already, because it's going to be coming out of where your dryer is at. So if this is something that came out of a place that, and they probably just took the screws out and they fell or whatever, you know, they didn't, or who knows, whatever it is, but. Okay, so I'm assuming red and black are going to be the the main juice of the 220. So what we'll do is we're going to use black on black. And again, you guys won't have to go through figuring this out because it's already going to be wired up. Well, I mean, you'll be able to just hook it back up the way it was, and that's the end of it. And we'll use white on the red. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to find a wiring diagram on this real quick. I'm almost positive this is correct. And I'm thinking this is the neutral and that's the ground. So they ran a 4-wire to this, a separate ground. So four wire instead of a 3. But I'm not going to ground it just to test it. So we'll put our neutral there. I'm almost sure that's what's going on here, but I'm going to double check that. Even though the worst thing that'll happen is it'll just pop the fuse. It ain't going to melt nothing. I've probably done worse. All right. Okay, so this end, here's what I'm going to do over here. I got these because the extra plug that I got, it's angled. It's an angled one, and my thing takes straight. So what we'll do is we'll just put them straight in there. And there is I gotta go in the box. There's a U-shaped one for that. So I'm gonna go get that, get these wired into it real quick, and then I'll bring you guys right back. Give me a few. All right, guys. So I went ahead and I found the plug to match my weld extension cord. It's the 2 slots up and 1 half moon looking. So instead of just trying to take that off and wiring it into it, I just did it like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this thing for the first time. Now normally it would take a 4-wire, which would be the 2 hots on the outside, so 110 and 110, or 120, 120, whatever, 240 total. You measure across and it'll be 240. Now those go on the gold prongs, and the neutral and ground go on the center. So on a 4-wire, you would put your 4th wire to the cage here, and so on the other end it would go to the ground on the panel. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this up. The only problem with keeping this off like this is this thing's gonna be, well, we can hold that up, but let's go ahead and try it and see if we fix it at least. All right, see if you guys can see this. Yep. So I had to put this back cover on too because that thing was just hanging, but we'll be able to fill this for heat pretty much immediately if it's fixed. So power, I just got it on quick dry. Let me try to hold this up too. Yeah, right now it's heating up. No joke too, that thing is getting hot pretty quick. I don't know if there's a thing we can put in there to see the heat. Yeah, it's getting real nice and hot. That'll drag if I leave it down. No, that's good. Yeah, that's good and hot. You know what? I think I got a temperature gun laying around here. Hang on one second. Okay, so this is just a Milwaukee. It says, well, that's already warmed that up. Yeah. So this is saying 62, 63. That's at 72. Let's cut it on and see what. I got to get a belt on it. The belt's a little wore out. And there's not really much that goes bad on these guys. The inline thermal fuse, that could be one of the problems if it quits on you. But usually, yeah, it's going right up. 74, 75. Yeah, there's 89 right there. If I get down to the nitty gritty, I'll try to get it in here. Yeah, 91, 80, 107. It's getting hot pretty quick. Oh yeah. 124, 143, 145. Yeah, so we're heating great. So like I said, the only things that could, usually those, let me grab this. So evidently our problem was in the board here, or it could be a small fracture in one of these behind these little, sorry, I don't know if I'm in camera or not. I hate doing with this thing. But it could be a little break somewhere in here, real small. And we just, you know, on these risers here, or the crack in the chassis itself. I'm not sure what created it. Or it could have been one of these. You know, there's ways to test these with resistance and stuff, but for 20, you know, under 30 bucks, you know, your problem usually lays in that area. If the dryer's working and it's not heating, you know, there's your only areas can be, and all the components come with it. So why not just order the whole kit? So you're throwing away a nice dryer for 30 bucks and, you know, 45 minutes of your time to fix it. Blow it out, clean it, because you ain't gotten there forever anyways. So it gives you that opportunity. But other than that, like I said, the thermal fuse, the inline thermal fuse goes in them, the door switches, and this goes for all dryers. I've seen it throughout, you know, across the board on them. I've fixed plenty of these things before. Hardly you ever see like the panel or any of that stuff going bad before the other things do, because that's why them things are put there for those reasons, for safe, you know, to protect those things. So yeah, there's not very many things in there. There's a switch on the belt on the roller. If it's bad, it won't work. The door switch, if it's bad, it won't work. But there's little tests on this. Everybody's dryer will have one of these little forms in there, and it'll tell you what to test. You know, and a little $4. I got this this field piece, but you don't need nothing this elaborate. You know what I mean? You can just get you a little $4 one from Harbor Freight, and it does everything that thing does. They work just as good. So, and it tells you what to test. It'll say put it on ohms and put your probe from P1 to P9 and test the resistance in it. If the value is less than 1 through 6, then you know that thing is bad, or this thing is bad, or check everything in that line so that P whatever let's say it's the blue wire, you just follow it all the way down and see what's in its path. You know, is there a fuse in there? Does it go to another switch? And that's the next component you'll test. It's very simple.
Simple as simple can be.
You know, especially if you read something like this. But if you guys have any questions, and if you have a dryer that needs fixed, then it is more related than the heater, the heat exchange and stuff. You know, put it down in the comments and ask me the question. Maybe I can help you fix it, but it's better than throwing a thing away. I mean, this thing's pretty nice. I mean, it's called the Whirlpool Duet, and they just said, throw it away.
Get rid of it.
Get a new one, you know what I mean? So it's fixed. I'm gonna clean it up. We'll sell it. And if anybody's interested in it, let me know in the comments and I'll make you a deal on it. But that's all, you know, that's all we do with them. If we find one that's bad or somebody's throwing away, that's 9 times out of 10 is the problem on them. Either that heat exchange, a door switch, or the little thermal fuse in it. And that little fuse is $4. So it's $3 to $5, I think, something like that. They ain't even that much. And it's 1 screw and 2 wires. You're done. It's replaced. Heck, you could even say, order the heat exchange, the thermal fuse. The door switch ain't even that much. I think it's only like $8. So less than $50, you could replace just about every component in it. They sell a whole belt kit with the roller, with the arm that's on the roller, everything in that goes with it for $18, I think, $14. So this has some little, you know, frays in it and stuff like that. It slips a little. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace it before I sell it, just so it's got a new belt on it. So when somebody gets it, new belt, new heater, be like brand new. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing buttoned up back together and clean it up real good. Like I said, if you guys are interested in it, leave me a comment down in the comments there, and I'll see if you guys are local or whatever. I'm sure if you guys are, you know, far away, it's not gonna be worth it. How are we gonna ship it, you know? But local people, let me know or whatever, you know, no biggie. If not, no worries. But yeah, once again, guys, appreciate the subscribes, the sharing. It is really working. It's starting to climb a little quicker. So hopefully here real soon, I get monetized with YouTube, and I can start you know, making some kind of earning from it and just build my way up from there and get this thing going real good. I have so many plans, and I know I've said it a million times.
Like I haven't heard that a million times.
But I can't do anything with it yet until I get going with this, you know. I have to work, and now they're short a few guys. I know it's got, you guys, nobody probably cares.
Oh, who gives a damn?
But they're short a few guys, and there's really just piling the work on me right now. Few people's quit, you know, blah, 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 whatever. So anyhow, but I want to get going with this so bad, you know, that way I can, there's so many things I want to do that you guys will really love. But once again, you guys, I wanted to make a quick little video on this. I'm gonna quit blabbing here, button this thing up, and that's it. That's it, end of this on this video here. Appreciate you guys watching again. Please like, share, subscribe, and shoot something down in the comments there. Let me know what you think. See you on the next one.